Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we were thinking about ways to damage this fine gentleman here. Now his primary strength does not come from himself. His primary strength comes from his allies, of which there are three. We've got Sokotra, we've got the Tulunid Sultanate, which where is this? Egypt. Okay. That's pretty powerful. And then we've got Zabid down here. So the only one of these, well, we could go after Zabid, I suppose. That's actually a very interesting option here. We could go after Zabid. We would need to get additional prestige. So we could certainly do that. I was thinking about going after Sokotra. Zabid is actually slightly weaker and is also allied to this guy. In both cases, we would be fighting this fine gentleman right here, which is okay. I don't mind that. If we managed to capture him in battle, that would be amazing. We would then just not release him, and he wouldn't be able to join in as we conquered areas out over here. But we would need prestige to make this all happen. We can ransom this guy for 16 gold, which actually I'm going to do, despite the fact that that's not the maximum amount of gold that we can get from that. And we're going to run a hunt. So we're going to run a hunt where? So it looks like up over here. Should be fine. Looks good, and we can boost these up, of course, as usual. There's no danger on this route, and we are going to slay our beast. Beautiful. Let's do it. So we're going to look to make a bunch of prestige off of this. That is the goal here. We know we're prestige negative if our troops are raised. So that does need work. We're making camp, and this will be soon. Beautiful. Middling prestige or middling prestige? This is success chance decreasing. We'll do that. Okay, 43% chance. Success chance would decrease. Either way, here we lose stress. We'll resist the advances. Cool. What do we want here? 52% chance of it increasing slightly and a 47% chance of decreasing greatly. Probably not here. Let's just punish the poachers and we'll call it good. Okay, what else do we have? We only have a 43% chance right now. An accident would be more likely to occur. Sure, we'll take the prestige here. 53% chance now. What do we got? Oh, we failed. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't actually matter because the hunt ends and we still gain a bunch of prestige. So we'll finish that hunt. Magnificent. That's still worthwhile for us, and we're going to head on back. There we go. We've arrived home, and now we have enough prestige to go after somebody. This is actually very interesting. This guy must have just taken over. His parents are still alive. Did he abdicate? What happened here? Or no, this is a regent. His father is his regent. What is the title history here? Inherited via abdication. Installed via faction demand. And then this guy abdicated. Interesting. There's significant weakness there right now. We're not high enough up to do a duchy conquer because our level of fame is too low. But we could at least take a county away from this guy. Which county would we want to take? This guy's a high chieftain. He has a mosque built. Is he a clan? No, he's tribal. Can we build mosques? No. I guess these are pre-built. Interesting. So which of these do we actually want? We can take this one, or we can take this one. And this seems much better, since we would get access to the mosque holding, and we would get this, get his capital, essentially. So if we declare this war, we would do a county conquer down here, and this would cost us piety, not prestige. I love it. This seems really good. It's just free. So we're going to raise up our forces here. This is absolutely fine. And we're going to head in. We are minus 1.1 prestige at this moment, but we are working on our control here. That will boost up our prestige gains. Okay. I'm noting his forces down here. We're going to send a few of our levies up over this way. Out of curiosity. Okay, our levies are costing gold. That's what I wanted to check here. We're going to head down and see if we can catch these with our better force while we siege up over here. I don't think we have a siege commander to put in here. No, we'll put, like, our half-brother in there. That'll be fine. Okay, we can fight them here in the mountains. I don't mind that. I really don't care. Just solve it. Okay. We're going to let them lock in here. They're now locked in, and we're going to move up and fight them in this desert. They should have fought us in the desert mountains, to be honest. They would have inflicted more damage. They would have still lost, to be clear, but they would have inflicted more damage. So from here, what is our goal? We've already stack wiped them. We have a Dynasty Legacy available. What do we want to take? I don't know yet. What do we feel like we need? Prestige at the moment, but that is not going to be a long-term thing. Maybe we take Warfare here. Night Effectiveness is pretty helpful. Grand Weddings are better. Okay, sure. I'm leaning towards House of Warriors. We're going to have to do a lot of conquest. So I think that's fine. Looks good. Of course, we're going to have to hand this out to a vassal. That's something that we need to note here. But we're just bringing these guys back home. We could disband them. Honestly, that should be fine. Cool. So now we're making prestige again. And we just finish up this siege. And this siege may or may not end the war. We'll see. I think it might. It kind of depends on captures, I think. But it'll get us ticking at any rate. 97? Okay. At 97, we're just going to head home. Ticking will do the trick. I'm not going to bother with the attrition for another siege. So we're going to head home. This is absolutely fine. These guys are raising up here. There's nothing they can do. The war is already over. We're going to disband these lads. Fantastic. And the war is, of course, over. No, don't raise our forces. Stop it. Get out of here. The war is over. We'll enforce those demands, and this will need to be granted out to somebody, and this will be needed to be granted out to somebody as well. There we go. So we just can't hold those ourselves, and so now we finally have a vassal. This guy's a glory hound, huh? Okay. Well, he's got 3 troops. Now he's got 17. Cool. Excellent. So that's some progress down here. That opens up fighting this guy, who is also tremendously weak. We should honestly conquer him as well. We can raise up our troops. We're not going to need all of them forever here, but this is fine. I'm going to split off a few levy troops like we did before. These guys are going to go in here. We'll put, like, this guy, our chieftain, in charge of that. And then we'll head down over this way. We'll just look to stack wipe him here. So we're addressing this guy's power level by not addressing this guy's power level right now, which is not necessarily ideal. But like I said, it's not his actual power level that's the danger. It's his allies, and specifically this one. That is a specific ally that is problematic for us. So we'll deal with that. Actually, we captured him here, so this war's already over. We'll enforce those demands, and that puts us into this war. This is a defensive war. So I'm going to send these guys here and these guys here. We need to hand out these titles, right? Absolutely. So we'll do that. No problem whatsoever there. Excellent. And now we're just going to make our way up here. This is no problem. We're not actually going to struggle with this war. We just beat this guy, for the record. This is the same guy that we stole this from. He was attempting to attack down here to recover some of his territory anyway. And yeah, it's not going to work. Looks like he hired some mercs. That's also not going to work. So they're out of here. We're starting these sieges. 8 months and 14 months on both of them. So I think what we should do here, we need 500 troops here. I'm going to pull these guys out of here. How many do we need here? 250. So we're going to pull most of these levy forces out of here. We're going to leave these guys where they are. But the rest of our forces are going to walk back and resupply. Get reinforcements. And we're in position to be able to reinforce. Looks like they're heading down this direction, so we'll move on over. Supply limit is fine here. No problem there. He's actually coming down here to siege, I think. It's way too late for that. Okay, 62% chance of staying on. And we did succeed. We're now an experienced rider, and we gained a bunch of martial experience. I like it. Now, keep in mind, this is a defensive war. We're not going to get any land out of it. Siege progress against revolts. Actually, hard rule is good at this point, now that we actually have some vassals. So that'll be fine. Specifically, we have 2 of them. And yeah, he's just kind of wandering around over here. This is completely pointless. I feel like the war ends when we get this fort sieged. And yeah, indeed it does. We'll enforce our demands and disband our troops. Beautiful. So, we just expanded quite a lot. This guy's losing this war. Yeah, I was thinking about that as a hypothetical. It's definitely not an option, but we can come down this way. Now, this is a fascinating option. So, if we attack this guy, we're then at war with this guy because of this alliance. However, he's busy. Who all's in this? Okay. This is already a war that he was called into, much the same way. Now, we're truced with this fine gentleman. We can't expand this way as of yet. And Abbasid is, like I said, kind of the elephant in the room. They're really weak right now, individually. Wait. Seriously? We can't actually pull this off at this moment. Due to a lack of prestige, and due to our level of fame being too low. We'll keep an eye on that. The Abbasids are not looking very strong right now. But for now, our war has to be here. Now, this guy does join. He is not on his own a threat. And he's in debt. Or at least this guy's in debt. So we're going to do that. We're going to raise up our forces down here. We're going to send in the forces here. And the question now is, when and where does this guy show up? He joins the war. We knew that. Okay, he's right down here. He should have come to help his ally. How many forces do we need here? 400. Okay. I'm going to leave these guys here for the time being. We're going to see if we can catch anybody down this way. I kind of doubt it. Okay. We're going to park up over here for the time being. We'll keep an eye out for him. If he comes back in over here, we'll come relieve this force. I would like to put a commander in over here, like this guy. We're at 6% right now, but all we need is this for ticking. And I think that'll actually end the war, realistically. So we're at 8 months here. It'll take us 27 days to arrive there. Arrange betrothal. This is fine. I don't have a problem with this. Sure. Let's do it. Okay, so this fort is going to be taken in 5 months. Not a problem. This is looking really, really solid. I want to check in. Can we make any constructions over here? Actually, yes. We can upgrade this market. How are we doing on our fascinations here? 5 years until Ledger. Okay. Good to know. When Ledger hits, we're going to have a large amount of buildings to construct. But for now, I think this is completely okay. We're definitely making solid progress here. And I think this war is just over. This guy decided to just bail, it seems like. Yeah. So it's just over. Cool. We'll disband our forces, and of course we need to grant this out to somebody else. We can't hold it personally, but that's fine. Wonderful. So we have quite a lot of expansion here. We've almost doubled the size of our kingdom here. Almost. Are we truced with this guy? No, we are not. So we could hypothetically attack him. He's still allied to the Tulanid Sultanate, so this is not a good option, although it's better than it was. Do we attack Sokotra here? Yes. I think we do conquer Sokotra here. So we would raise up our forces here. Now the question is this guy going to come back in? But we'll see. For now, do we send our entire force? No, I don't think so. I think we know that this guy only has a few units, right? I'm going to send about half of our force, but all of them are going to be levies. We're going to send them over here. Now, the problem with this is we're very split up by this water. This is tempting. They have 103 days here. Don't go by sea, please. Okay, I don't know if we'll get there in time. We'll see. So we're going to start up a siege on Sokotra here. These guys are staying behind to defend our territory. There are better fighters. And that siege is going to be done in 20 months. Okay, that's going to be a while. We're on our way over here, and we'll see. I don't know that we'll catch them. We're locked in. Looks like we're going to catch them. Beautiful. Warrior lodges are being built. Okay, that's great. That will definitely boost up our stats. And there we go. Cool. He formed a new alliance. This guy is completely and totally irrelevant. Okay, I don't care. He has 0 troops. Beautiful. So 15 months here. We know that Sokotra themselves have 241. We know that this guy has 693. He actually lost a significant number of his forces somewhere over here. We know that he had about 2,000 a moment ago when he left here and embarked. This war ended. So they are only fighting us at this moment. This guy joined the war with his 3 troops. Okay, I don't care about that. That's a complete waste of prestige. So now the question is, do we move these guys over to here? And take the attrition. This is a very, very powerful fort here. How long would it take us to get here? 52 days? I feel like that's acceptable. That's only a 6 unit. Okay. I saw this arrow and I was like, we need to check on that. But no, it's only 6 units. Completely irrelevant. We just lost our leader here, I think. We'll put this guy in. Cool. 6 months left on this siege. Now this, we need to do something about. So we're going to embark. We're going to head out over here. I was hoping to not have to do this, but we'll sail on over. Now these guys are going to fight us here. We're a ways away. Like I said, this was the danger here. Do we arrive in time? We are currently 18 days away. I don't know that we do. Yeah, unfortunately they lifted our siege, but we're able to come on in. I was playing it greedily, no doubt about that. And we win this battle. No problem there. Now we're just going to farm some war score off of them. We're going to win this battle here. Easily. They're going to retreat. And we're going to continue to siege this in the meantime. Unfortunately, we did lose our progress. I was trying to be greedy, and they called me on it. Fair enough. I do need a new marshal here, so we'll put this guy in. Cool. And we're just going to completely repeatedly do this. This is no problem. They're just going to get weaker and weaker and weaker. Let's see. They're retreating back over here. Who do we count? Or who did we capture here? Okay. That's not necessarily who we wanted, but it's fine. So, I mean, this is just going to continue for a bit, right? They're just going to retreat back and forth. There's only 2 places they can go, and this is completely fine. We're going to win every single one of these battles. They were just stack wiped. We get a martial perk. We're going to grab Soldiers of Lesser Fortune. Arranged betrothal between our daughter and this guy? No. We decline that. Okay. Market villages constructed up over here. Beautiful. I don't believe there are any other constructions we can do in these provinces with our current tech. We can construct things in these areas, in theory. In theory. Like, we can upgrade this camel breeder. Sure, why not? Okay, so we've got 11 months on this siege now. It is very unfortunate. How much is the ticking war score against us right now? It's been a while. The ticking war score is 15%. That's not so bad. Okay. So we've got 9 months left here. We just inherited this chiefdom, which also means we inherited this war. What are these guys doing here? Okay. Let's just make our way on over. Oh, I see. They're attacking here. That's an offensive war. Fascinating. We are above our domain limit. I think we'll keep that for the time being. Hopefully this siege will finish. We're being a little bit greedy here by leaving, but we'll see. So these guys are heading on over. And these guys are actually running away. I like it. I mean, that's fairly necessary of them. Peasant rabble? I don't care about that. That's completely fine. We'll put this guy in as our steward. And we catch this force, no problem whatsoever. We're going to move in and siege here. Looks good. How are we doing on our siege of Sokotra? 4 months remaining on that. Okay. 3 months. Two months. These siege events have been very good for us. 30 days. 20 days. And there we go. These guys are on their way back, but the war against Sokotra is over. We're going to enforce those demands. We are certainly going to grant this out to another noble. And these guys are going to be disbanded. Yeah, it'll take them time to get home again. That's fine. We're going to group these guys together for the time being. We've got 14 months on this siege. Currently minus 11% due to ticking. Sure. We need 500 troops here. I'm just thinking about how we could divide this in theory. It's something kind of like this. These guys can come up here and start a siege. If we need to raise more forces, we can, and we may want to. Not that many, just a few, like 100 or so. This is enough. So we would split this force. We can't actually split this force. Let's get one more unit here. Any moment now. These guys are going to head out over here, because this dropped down below, as I expected. Okay. We can head up over here now. Beautiful. Now, he doesn't have enough troops to stop either of these, right? For sure. 10 months left here, 6 months left here. Either of these could theoretically win the war, but I don't think they will. Well, together they would. I don't think this one would win the war. That would net us like, what, 40-some%? This one might win us the war. If we get both of them, of course, we do win the war. Out of curiosity, enforce demands. Do we not get the Kingdom of Sana? Maybe we don't. The Chiefdom of Sana may not actually come to us here. This may be considered a defensive war at this point. I'm not sure. It's very awkward because we inherited this after this guy declared it. So I guess we'll see. There's our capital falling. That did not get us all that much war score. Okay, noted. We're going to fight these guys up here. Not like that's going to get us any war score, but it will get us some fame at any rate, and we'll get this done in 20 days. Cool. Actually, this did get us war score. I thought we were capped at 50, but no. Okay, so do we actually get this? Oh, no, we do gain the contested titles. I'm dumb. Beautiful. So, yeah, that gets us that. Cool. We're going to need to grant this out, of course, and we're going to need to grant this out. Beautiful. That is a huge amount of expansion. Absolutely enormous amount of expansion there. Is this guy... Oh, this guy's alliances are gone now, too. We should probably let our forces regen a little bit, but that's looking really good. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see if we want to attack this guy. We probably do. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments. Oh, wow, look at the Abbasids. Okay. In the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadow Wolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kintogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.